Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod, a podcast about sports movies. I'm your host, Ryan. I'm here with one of my co-hosts who can now make pierogies. It's Bill Cash.
Delicious pierogies.
You can do it,
I'm
right?
very proud of them.
How do you fold them? Give us a...
You put a little scoop. So you cut out a circle.
Okay.
Then you put a little scoop of filling. In this case, cheesy potatoes.
Yep, good. Like it.
You put a little rim of just a little bit of water around the edge of the
you call
pasta.
it, the proper term is a rim job when you do that?
I mean, I don't know if it's the proper term, but it's the correct term.
Okay.
And after you grease it up, a little rim job.
Grease.
Grease it up.
After
Fold
you
it over.
grease it. Okay.
Fold it over, and then you
This
use
is
a fork to
exactly
seal
how
it.
your aunt described it, right?
Yeah. And now I got like 3 dozen in my freezer.
I'm also here with my other co-host. He's getting a hotel room for this 3 o'clock in the morning soccer game. It's Mr. Wally Foley.
I am here. Yes, I am.
You are here.
For posterity's sake, what soccer game are you waking up at 3 in the morning to watch?
Yeah.
The U.S. women versus Portugal match, which I'm sure they'll also have the Netherlands versus
There's another game out at the
Vietnam
same time.
game. I couldn't remember for a second who they
Oh, are
played.
they at the same time? 'cause it's
Yeah.
the final game or whatever.
Final group stage matches go simultaneously so that you can't, like, cheat.
Play for the tie if you know that's all you need type
Yeah.
of thing.
Can't cheat. Well, my computer's fucked up, so this is Love and Basketball this week. Wally, you are in charge of this
I am.
episode.
Yes, I am.
Love and Basketball, you got a tagline for me?
Monica
Like-
and Quincy love and play basketball together through many life challenges from childhood to
They
adulthood.
love and play basketball. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
I mean, that is more or less all you need to know.
That's all you need to know about this movie. I've never seen this movie. How'd you first see this movie? Right now?
Right now, yeah.
I did see it once before.
Okay.
I don't.
Do you remember anything about it?
I remember the basic story, and I remembered when he gets hurt.
Okay.
But
Mm.
there's a lot of so it had to have been about 20 years ago that I saw this. I don't know where it was. I don't
You
know
saw
why it was.
in the year 2000, probably.
Probably about that.
In
Yeah,
a basement.
possibly.
At other Bill's house, maybe.
There's a good chance.
I feel like Teresa would have liked this movie.
She might have. This would be one that, because it was both love and basketball, I could see
would
them
like.
agreeing on.
Everyone
yes.
would like, yes. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this, but it has several of my favorites in here. I like
Omar Epps.
It's got Omar Epps.
Yep.
And it's got the dude from Major League,
The
Serrano.
All-Star guy.
Pedro Serrano.
Doesn't he do the All-Star commercials now?
All State.
Allstate.
All-State, yes.
Not All Star. What are you doing?
Oh, is that what I said?
You said All Star.
Yeah, I meant to say All-State.
All State. He's got All State. And they're both in Major League 2 together, which made me happy to see them together.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Yes.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Lily Mays Hayes is replaced in the second movie by Omar Epps,
That's right.
who's great in, what is that movie called? The Wood that he's in?
I
That's
don't
a
know
funny
if I've
movie.
ever
I know him from
seen The
House.
Wood.
I know him from House.
Right, he was in the house.
The
he was in
Wood is
House.
definitely a movie. I don't know if I've ever seen
I
it.
believe he's in The Wood.
Yes, he's in The Wood, and that was 1 year before this came out.
I like that movie. I always like the Wood. It's like about a guy who's getting married and they're like trying to stop him or something like that. I forget exactly what it is.
He played a doctor on House, apparently.
Yes, he did for many, many, many. Actually, for the whole run, I'm pretty sure.
174 episodes, it says here.
The whole run. Look at
I
that.
think he. Yeah, I think he was a season 1 to season 8 guy.
3-episode run on This Is Us.
Okay. Wow.
So let's start with the budget game.
Budget game.
This is an estimated budget. I'll give you that.
It can't
Estimated.
be that much. We're talking about some, like,
They say Lakers.
they say Lakers, and then we see the spoiler at the end
Yep.
thing. So I guess I don't know what's a cheap $20 million.
It's too much. 12 million.
Ryan, you hit it on the head. $20 million estimated.
So really, it was 19, and he's over, and I won.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys think it grossed worldwide?
think it probably did all right.
Mm.
Say,
Let's- Oh, we don't have to do that this time.
Nope.
Go ahead, gentleman game.
all right. You just started to say what I'm about to say, I think.
Okay, go
45 million.
ahead. I was gonna say 53 million,
All right.
which would be a
Let's see.
solid. That would be a hit. We're both over.
Both over.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so it was bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. So it's not good.
30 million.
Gentleman game. 26 million.
Ryan, you win again.
Really?
27.7 million
That is
worldwide.
a rough.
I mean, it made its money back.
Not in marketing though. They didn't put the marketing budget in there.
I feel like there wasn't a big marketing budget on this.
Every movie has a big marketing budget, don't they?
Let's see. In 2000, I don't remember seeing much marketing about this, but then again, I don't think I would have. So
What are you saying? You don't like love or basketball? You wouldn't have been marketed to for this?
I was still pretty much watching kids movies. So no.
What, were you young or something?
Yeah, I would have been 12. So
This is too racy for you?
I can't think of movies
2000
back then that I would
What's
have
the
been watching.
raciest
but-
movie you saw first?
saw first?
Yeah, what's like the sexiest movie you saw first
Huh.
that you remember? What was that Pamela Anderson movie where she was like an action star? Barb Wire or something like that?
Barbarella?
No idea.
No, not Barbarella. She was like a superhero that would shoot people. That's one of my early.
Kinda don't
Barbed
know.
Wire, I think is what it was called.
Maybe, sure. All right, you guys.
Wait,
wanna-
you're not going to give your sexiest movie you first saw?
Oh,
I'm trying to think of one.
Come on.
I remember getting somewhat in trouble because we watched American Werewolf in Paris.
Yo,
And
yes,
naturally-
Yes.
The parents walked in on like the sex scene.
Yeah, of course.
And then we had to say like, I promise the whole movie has not been like this. They didn't believe us, even though in this case it was actually true. But
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only the one in that one, right?
You guys watched what was it? Austin Powers 2 at my house when I was probably too young to watch that.
Okay, yeah, that
so
sounds
that
good.
might have been that
Okay.
might have
Checks
been it.
out.
Yeah.
So we corrupted you. Is what
Oh
you're saying.
God, my entire life.
It's
mean,
a fact. That is
yeah,
actually a fact.
that's true.
It's pretty much true.
All right, so we start off in 1981. This is the first quarter.
I like how they did this.
I did.
I like the first, second, third quarter. I thought we were gonna get an OT.
Oh,
We did not. I
No,
thought
we-
like
No.
that would be.
Well, there's a clear winner at the end of this.
yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Between the two of them, there's a clear winner.
I think so.
I would agree too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so first quarter, we see three boys are playing horse as a new family moves into the house next door. The new kid walks up to them and asks them if they can play.
First thing I thought about this scene was, who the fuck wears a Clippers jersey in 1981?
Well, there's a reason.
And then,
so.
yeah, we find out why. Yes.
They pick teams to play a game, and it turns out the new kid is a girl, and the boys think she can't play.
Because she's a girl.
Yep. Instead, she plays really well, and the main boy, Quincy, or Q, gets mad enough that he pushes her from behind, and she falls down and it scrapes up her face.
Yeah, blood everywhere.
Her name is Monica.
Yes.
Monica.
She goes home, and her mom helps wash her face. Quincy is writing an apology when his dad walks in. He gets home. His dad is a NBA player. He's a LA Clipper. That's why he's wearing the jersey.
You know what Monica's doing these days?
Nothing.
The actress. She is in Family Guy. She's in
Really?
Harley Quinn. She's a voice actress.
Is she?
She's in Harley Quinn, which now
Who's she in Family Guy?
Sana. Hold on, her name is Sana. Hold on. Lathan. She plays
yeah.
like several random people.
Oh, she's not one of the
Donna Tubbs.
Oh, okay. She's Donna. That's Cleveland's wife.
She's Catwoman in Harley Quinn, the TV series.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, that's a good show. Have you guys watched that one?
No.
I think this one's done.
That's funny.
the old one. But yeah, she's in Family Guy.
So his dad's an NBA player.
100%
Quincy and his mom go to see Monica and her mom to welcome them to the neighborhood. And then the two moms walk away, and Quincy and Monica talk about basketball. Monica's a big Magic Johnson fan. And then they start doing karate kicks.
Yeah. I thought that was funny.
How high can you
watch
kick?
watch how high I can kick.
Yeah.
Watch how high I can kick.
Monica's sister, Lena, who is Regina Hall.
Yep.
Later in the movie she is. Later that night she's doing Monica's hair when her mom walks in, tells her that Q is going to ride her to school tomorrow. That way she knows somebody.
The mom I know from she was in
Alfre Woodard.
Yeah, what was...
She's in tons of stuff.
She was in
12 Years a Slave is her biggest movie.
I
She's
knew her
in
though.
Annabelle.
Oh, is she?
She's in
Yep.
Annabelle?
I love that movie.
She's in Annabelle.
But I recognized her from one of the Marvel shows, the Marvel super
Luke
Netflix
Cage.
shows.
She
yes,
was Mariah Dillard.
she was
the bad
like
guy
the
in
the
Luke
main
Cage.
bad guy in Luke Cage.
Main bad guy in Luke Cage.
She
She was good in that. She's a good actress.
too bad that was a terrible show, but...
She was good in it.
It had like 1.5 good episodes.
I thought like
Out of
she's
all
way
of them.
too good for this role in this movie. Like she's a way better actress than what is happening for her in this movie.
in Love and Basketball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she has a good at the end. She's got a
She
good.
brings it back home, but
yeah.
still.
Monica tells Lena to do her hair good because she wants to impress Q, it seems like. Q's up late, and he looks out the window, and he sees Monica and her sister. The next morning, he asks Monica to be his girl. And
Yeah, I
that's
like
basically, we ride to school together, and then he had a, yeah.
She
He says
has
like,
to- she
"I
can't
think we
ride
got
her
to
own
kiss
bike.
now."
And then, yeah, they kiss.
And then she says, "Well, for how long?" So he goes, "I don't know, 5 seconds." So
And
then
he
when they go
counts
to do
out.
it, he actually counts. Like you can see him counting on his hand,
Yeah.
which is a very like childhood thing.
That's fun.
And then they come back out from the bushes, and he's like, "All right, you got to ride on my bike." And she's like, well, "I want to ride my bike." And he's like, "No, you're my girl. You got to ride on my bike." And she doesn't want to. He calls her a name, and she makes fun of the clipper, so he pushes her. And then she gets up and pushes him right back, and they tumble down the hill, and she starts like smushing his face on the ground.
Face smush.
Yeah,
She's feisty. That's
She
what
is.
we're trying to get at.
she is.
Feisty.
Skip ahead to 1988, and we're in the second quarter, and we're gonna go to the eBay war.
What?
In the second quarter, we're already going, huh?
Yeah.
Second quarter eBay war?
Yep.
The Crenshaws? Jersey?
Is this
Yeah.
his? Is this Omar Epps' jersey?
That's her.
Ah,
Hers.
it's her jersey.
It's
That's
her
why,
jersey. Okay.
why we're going right now.
She's obsessed with Magic Johnson.
She is.
Hmm.
She's 32.
That's why
That's
she's
right.
32.
So the
He's no Larry Bird, but he's good.
title for this entry is Love and Basketball, basketball emoji, jersey, exclamation point, Crenshaw dash right number 32.
Hmm.
And now scrolling down to the
No autograph. or nothing
Description.
appears.
I don't see an autograph.
okay. Item I didn't
You didn't plan this?
I didn't actually look at the description before choosing
Really?
this one.
Weird.
This is shocking. I didn't actually.
I was item description from the seller as shown.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the entire.
there
There were so many other Crenshaw jerseys, but
with details, and this one has none. Okay, who has to go first?
let's see. This is a fight between Bill and Ryan is currently winning 5-4, so
So I have to go
Ryan's
first.
got to go first.
I get the disadvantage of going first. This is not worth a lot, I would think, because who the heck even remembers this movie enough to buy this fucking jersey? It's not even like the funnest, the best jersey. There's two better ones than this. That
But
you can't find.
she wears. She plays on two better teams in the high school. So I'm gonna say,
but you can't find those
yeah, I'm sure.
And don't forget though, this jersey is as shown.
as shown.
$72.
Okay.
Okay. So the correct answer is $1. But
I feel like you blew it.
Do I
here.
go? Do I do the Wally where I go higher in case that way we're both over?
Wait, you're not guessing $1? I'm guessing. I think you're guessing 70. I would guess-
$72.01.
Yeah,
perhaps?
that's what I figured was going to happen.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say a nice even.
You gonna be a gentleman here?
I'm gonna say a nice round $6.57.
$6.
A nice even number.
I think you're making a mistake here.
Well, Bill wins.
Bill wins.
Bill wins.
Yeah, it's not $72
It's
for this.
only $20. It's only $20.
Okay.
You can get this actually pretty cool looking jersey for $20.
There you go.
You gotta
One
get
of you guys
this
got to
one.
get it.
Wally, go ahead. Buy this jersey.
Yeah. It's not a bad one. It looks like pretty authentic. So I mean, for as far as like a fake basketball jersey goes, it looks pretty good.
Okay.
So
$20.
$20.
Wow.
It's affordable.
Congratulations to you on your $6.58 or whatever you said.
$6.57. Thank you.
So we
Wow.
go to the second quarter. Monica is wearing this jersey, wearing number 32, playing high school ball for Crenshaw High. She's the best player on the court, and there's a UCLA scout in the crowd, but she gets a technical foul for staring down a girl after she blocks her shot.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is a bad call, and then the fact that she just gets benched at this point
Yeah, for the rest of the game.
doesn't make any sense.
She gets subbed out. Q was watching the game. Monica gets subbed out, and he decides to leave. And then she just rides the bench the rest of the game. Back home, Monica wants her dad to talk to the coach about her playing time. And he said, what's the point? There's only like one more game, and you haven't gotten a scholarship yet. And she's like, yeah, but I got one more game, and USC's coming to watch it. Her mom says she wishes she'd grow out of the tomboy phase, and Monica says, my favorite line of the entire movie, I won't. I'm a lesbian.
Just to make her mom mad.
Yeah.
Lena
That's
like
what you think
spits
of
her
me.
drink out, and her mom goes, don't even joke about that.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
her dad says she should think about something other than basketball since she hasn't been recruited yet. She doesn't want to listen to him, and she looks out the window, and she sees Q making out with a hottie, a.k.a. Gabrielle Union. Then we go to Q's basketball game, and he's playing lights out. He's scoring all types of buckets, and Gabrielle Union asks Monica who Q is going to ask to the dance, and she goes, I don't know. So she gives her a note to give to Q. After the game, Q and his dad are talking about his college choice, where he's going to go. They're talking to a reporter who wants the scoop, but they won't give it to him. And then Monica tells Q that he's going to give her a ride home. He goes, why? She's like, because you live next to me. That's why. So there's clearly they've still been friends this entire time. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, they like stopped talking to each other the whole time.
Which is how neighborhood friendships kind of go.
Yeah. So they're driving home, and she reads the note to him and makes fun of her makes fun of Gabrielle Union for being a hoe because she says, "I'm gonna
Satisfy you.
satisfy." That's the word she used.
Satisfy you.
I'll leave you satisfied.
Okay.
And then she makes fun of Q for sticking his dick in literally anything that walks.
We're talking about Gabrielle Union here. We're not talking about some scrub.
Yeah,
She's top flight. I mean, she's married to Dwayne Wade, right? Isn't
but
she married to Dwayne?
she is also kind of a hoe for this note.
Is it a hoe or is it a blessing that you just received?
Yeah.
You may have just received a blessing.
So they argue. Q tells her that she's not going to get recruited because of her attitude.
He's right.
Monica tells him that he talks just as much smack as she does, and he gets a pat on the ass. But when she does it, she gets told to act more like a lady.
Also
fair.
true.
Very
Yeah.
fair.
They're both telling truths at this point.
Yes. Q gets home, and his mom confronts him about a girl's earring being in his bed. She tells him that these fast girls just see dollar signs when they look at him, which is true. She asks where his dad is, and he says that his dad told him that he had a late night meeting. His dad's working as a scout now.
He's retired and he's scouting.
Yeah, she's like, a 1 o'clock meeting for a scouting job? Bullshit. So
Does seem suspicious.
when Dad gets home, they get in an argument about it. And then he basically says, "Don't worry, I'll keep you in your Gucci and your gold." And she's like, "You fucking asshole!" So she throws her watch at him. I like that. Q then sneaks out of his house and he goes over to Monica and she just lets him in and he sleeps on the floor. And it seems like this is not the first time that he's done that. It's just like, all right, this is exactly what.
Yeah,
like,
clearly
we're
these
used to
guys
this.
have leaned on each other this whole time.
Lena is doing Monica's hair again, and getting ready for the last game, and she tells her that she found a college guy for Monica to bring to their school dance. Monica asks if she's ever been in love, and there's some talk about that. Then we go to the championship game. There's the USC scout in the crowd. So is Q. We skip straight to the fourth quarter, and they're down 4 with a minute left. I like how she's like they give her the narrator right now. She's talking to herself,
switches,
what she's thinking and stuff like that. Down 4 with a minute left. She hits a pull-up 3, and then immediately gets a steal and a layup to put them up 1. And then she gets called for bogus reach-in foul, which puts the opponent on the line for a 1-and-1. They hit both their shots. So Crenshaw's down by 1 now. Monica's bringing up the ball, and this is where the first couple plays, her attitude was super confident, and this is where like her she's doubting herself. She pulls up for another 3, and this time she misses kind of badly.
Airball.
Yeah. The other team gets the ball, so she has to commit her 5th foul, and she's out of the game, and she ends up watching the rest of the game on the bench crying. The next night, Lena is helping her get ready again for her date. And her mom comes in and tells her to forget about the game and just enjoy herself. She gives her grandma's pearls to wear. They go to the dance, and Q is dancing with Gabrielle Union until he sees Monica come in, and he goes over and talks to her until her date comes back from putting her jacket away or something. He comes back. They small talk for a little bit. Her date comes back, and Q's date comes over, and she makes a snide comment about Monica. We cut further into the night, and she's sitting talking to her date, but looks very uncomfortable. So she asks him to go get a drink. Q then comes over to talk to her for a bit before a slow song comes on, and Monica's date asks her to dance.
Clearly, these two are more interested in one another than their actual dates, though.
Yeah.
Like both of them.
Yep. Q and Gabrielle Union dance at as well, but Monica and Quincy keep looking at each other the whole time. Later that night, Monica gets home and sees her mom sleeping in the living room, so she climbs through her bedroom window. Then she sees Quincy in his room, so she gets his attention, and he comes over, and they talk about what happened after they both left the dance. He said, like, right after she left, he got his date and brought her home, and she called him the stupidest man alive or something like that.
Yeah, you're the stupidest man alive, which he is.
Yep. Neither of them did anything with their dates, so she asked him to open a letter from USC that she just got that was laying on her bed because she's too scared to open it. He he does the little fake out, but tells her that they want her, that she got a scholarship. And then he tells her that he's going to USC too.
He's also going there, which nobody knows.
Nope. And then they start kissing and making out on the ground, but she stops him before bringing him into her room for some sexy time.
Oh, they
And
get
we
it
see
on.
some sexy time.
Oh,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a long scene.
Yeah.
We're in there.
We see him put a condom on,
Oh, we're in there.
which I feel like you don't see condoms in sexy time in
No.
movies very often.
Ruined it for you, Wally?
Yes.
Condom
yes,
kind of just ruined the whole
Condom
movie.
brought me right
that
out of
brought you
it.
out of it.
Right out of it.
By the time they actually fade to black, I'm like, are we going to see this whole thing? Are we going to see this ending? And then it fades to black eventually. Like,
Then we go to the third quarter. think there was a date for this one, but she's a freshman at USC. Monica's getting ragged on by her coach and her teammates. Q and Monica are walking around campus together when some girls try to talk to him. She gets mad that he's like kind of not really flirting, but he's kind of flirting with them.
He's a famous basketball player, and she doesn't like it.
At a college, kind of not known for their basketball at that time.
I'm gonna say USC.
I feel like
never really been that good at basketball.
More known for their football.
I feel like they have years. Like I think OJ Mayo made them good for a year or two,
but
and
that
like
was short lived.
right.
I feel like this is the same kind of thing where like, oh, this is the couple years that we're gonna be good because we got this player.
Yeah.
So that's why he's such a big star. She gets mad at him, and he tackles her to the ground, and they joke around again. They're obviously still together. Then we go to Monica at practice, and she hits a breakaway three and then poses. While she's posing, her the girl she's supposed to be defending gets an easy layup. So her coach calls her out, pulls her off the court, and makes her stand posing like that for the rest of practice.
This is the part of the movie, this subplot or whatever, this part of the movie was like, this is my favorite part of the movie. Like her basketball training journey is way better than his.
Oh, yeah. Because he's basically handed everything.
Yeah,
he just is the star of the team.
I liked her storyline with the basketball way more than his, obviously. But
I think, like,
I really like the USC stuff. Where it's like her coach and all that.
It was obviously, like, purposefully done to have her journey be very difficult while his is just super easy.
Right.
Because you get that nice balance.
And USC women's basketball is way more prestigious than the men's basketball because of what's her name, Sharon Miller, being like one of the greatest basketball players ever and playing for USC.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea that she went there. But.
I think so.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just had no idea.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she went to USC and Reggie went to UCLA.
Oh, Reggie Miller?
Rival sibling colleges.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Screw Reggie Miller. Anyways.
He's the best. Reggie's excellent.
After practice,
she did go to USC and then was a coach at USC.
They're in the locker room after practice, and the starting point guard Sidra tells Monica she's only there because another girl got pregnant, and that kind of really sucks. We cut to Quincy and Monica playing around in his room. They're icing each other, and then they decide to play one-on-one on a little tiny, like one of those backboard off the back of the door backboard basketballs.
Yeah, one of the.
I played many a game on those in my days.
And they decide to play strip one-on-one.
Not so much.
He gets 2 easy buckets, I believe, and then she hits him in the balls to steal the ball. And he goes, "What the hell?" And she goes, "All's fair in love and basketball."
Oh, she said the name of the movie in the movie.
Then she scores 3 baskets, and it's naked time again. And then we get some ESPN promos for the USC basketball on both the men's and women's side.
We see Dick Vitale and Robin Roberts.
Yep. The men's side is all about Q being the hot commodity, and the women's side is about the 4 returning starters supposed to go deeper into the NCAA tournament that year. And then we get a montage of games and Monica practicing as well. But she's always sitting on the bench during her games. Q and his dad are sitting at a bar talking about his year. Quincy says people are saying he's a lottery pick, but his dad's like, "No, you're not going to the NBA yet. It's going to be there in a couple years' time.
NBA's
Make sure you
not
stay in
going
school."
anywhere.
Yeah. So Quincy's like, "Yeah, all right, that's fine. That's good." And then his dad tells him about being in he's now in a paternity suit. But he looks him straight in the eye and tells him it's not true. It's like, I did not fool around with this woman.
Yeah, she's lying.
We cut to the women's game, and Sidra gets hurt, so Monica gets to play. We see Quincy go back home, and he's looking for his mom, and she's out by the pool crying, smoking, drinking all alone. She tries to pretend that she's okay, but he knows it's obviously about the paternity suit, and he tries to be like, "Yep, it's nothing. Obviously, Dad's not doing that kind of thing. You told me yourself these fast women just want to, like, they just see dollar signs." And his mom shows him pictures of his dad cheating.
Listen to this Cheryl Miller stat line for her 84-85 season.
Okay.
26.8 points per game.
It's pretty good.
15.8 rebounds per
Pretty
game.
good.
2.9 assists per game.
Okay.
4 steals, almost 4 steals per game, and 2.7 blocks per game. That was one season.
Was she
That's
a forward?
effective.
Yeah, I believe so. Cheryl
Makes
Miller.
sense why the assists were so low.
Yeah, she's a forward. She also
yeah.
shot 60% from the field in her senior year.
I've heard
60%
Yeah,
from the
she was
field.
a big like a power forward or
Yeah,
something.
but still, my God.
Reggie Miller's talked about like why his shot looks so weird.
Because she would
like,
block it.
He like shoots from like behind his head almost, and he
Yeah.
says, "Because I grew up playing against Cheryl,
Yeah.
and I would have to shoot over her."
Was she older?
Yes.
I believe so.
She was.
Yeah, and so if this movie is trying to be factually accurate, she would have just graduated, I guess, probably when
Oh,
this
when,
team is in where
she's-
we are now.
She's the one of
She-
the 4 starters
Yeah.
that isn't returning.
Right.
So, anyways, Quincy and Monica are then talking about his dad's troubles at at the school track. Quincy is pissed because his dad looked him in the eye and lied straight to his face.
Yeah,
Okay.
He
thing to do.
he had idolized his
that.
dad his entire life.
I feel like this
You get lying to your kids' faces.
lying to your kids? Yeah, small lies, little bitty lies, not the big ones. Did this strike you as just like this? Is this really this big of a deal? Like,
Yes, it's a big deal.
no, I don't mean that the dad part. I mean like the fight that's about to happen here.
Oh
Like,
no, he's being a little.
are
bitch.
you guys just both being assholes about this? It's really not that big of a deal, is it? Can't you just go talk in the dorm room? Like,
He didn't give a good reason for not going to her
yeah,
dorm.
right. Why can't he just go to the dorm room so
Yeah.
she doesn't get?
He's like, I don't want to see people. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
alright,
this was
fucking
stupid.
Go to her room.
Like,
you
the-
don't
the
see anybody
reason-
in her room.
The reason they break up here is
Not yet, but-
well, basically, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't stay there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she says like you can come back with me, but I
Yeah.
have to go.
Yeah.
I have curfew. I have to
Yeah.
go back. Can you just come
And
back
also,
with me?
He should know what curfew is too, because
He presumably has it?
You would think but
He
then
doesn't-
again, he
he's
is
a dude. He doesn't have to follow the rules.
Right.
exactly.
But yeah, this was dumb that he wouldn't just go back with her or whatever.
Yeah. Like we said, Monica wants to go back to her room because she's got curfew, and he gets annoyed and tells her to go back to her dorm. She tells him to call her when he gets in, and she'll stay up for it. Unfortunately, we don't get any. I don't think he calls her. But then we get a montage of Q and Monica's games, which seem to be playing simultaneously. But he plays terrible, obviously. She plays great. Awesome. And this is the championship game, right? Or just the last game of the season? I think it's just the last game.
I
of the
think it's just
season.
the last. I don't think she
Yeah.
wins the championship in
No.
UFC.
So she makes a bad pass at the end of the game, and the other team has got a fast break down the court.
Yeah.
And instead of just giving up, she hustles back and she takes a charge to win the
Well,
game.
We see at one point the coach teaching, which I don't believe. Does this actually happen? I never had to do this. Taking charges in practice from people.
Yeah, I could see it.
She teaches it at one point.
Yeah, I
and,
don't know. I could see it.
She's like, Monica, you're not doing it. Like, she yells at her,
Yeah.
rides her ass, basically saying you're terrible. So
Bef-
it looks like she's going to lose the game again, but because of the
Right.
coaching, she takes the charge.
Before she took the charge, I was like, man, she's really terrible in the clutch. They've shown her twice now.
She's so bad. in the
Losing a
clutch.
game for her team.
Yeah. After the game, so she wins the game by taking charge. After the game, her coach calls her into her office and tells her that she's going to start her. Oh no, they've got 2 more games after this. She's going to start her the last 2 games of the season, even though Sidra's ankle is all better. Coach tells her that she rides her because Monica actually has potential. She's not
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
Like when I
Be
don't
worried when I ignore you or
yeah,
something
exactly. Quincy then shows up to a party where Monica's already at. She went to his room. He wasn't there. They said that he might be at the party, so she
didn't go. She didn't go right to his room after victory.
No.
That's why he's mad.
Yeah.
Because she went to this victory party, because her team fucking won,
Yeah.
and she was the star.
Yeah.
How dare she?
Yep. So he's acting really cold to her, and then walks away. Sidra calls Monica over. They have a kind of icy interaction as well, and Sidra tells Monica not to let a freshman take her spot next year.
Ooh.
And then Monica sees Quincy getting close to some girl. So she goes and confronts him, and he starts kissing her too much, and she stops him. And then he decides, all right, he tells her that he's going to his room to crash, and she says she'll stop by later, but he says he's got curfew.
Ooh.
Like, oh, I got curfew. The fuck?
Yeah,
He's such a little bitch here.
Yeah.
He gets back to his room, and his dad is there waiting. Dad tries to tell him about the reality of life in the NBA. Like, these women are there everywhere. There's 150 at the arena. There's 100 in your hotel. There's 10 that get past security. Like,
basically being like, you're not.
It's not my fault.
You're not really understanding it until you're in it.
Yeah.
How difficult this is going to be for you.
Quincy then decides to tell him that he's going pro instead of finishing school, and his dad he's like, no, you can't take your you can't throw away your life because of me. Basically,
he's been following his advice to the letter.
Yeah.
Up until this point, and now that he realizes his dad is a fuck up, he's like, why am I listening to you?
Yeah. Monica now has a game, and then after her game, she goes over to Quincy's place because he wasn't at her game. He tells her he had a meeting with some guy, and then his friends yell out to him, and they both go out to the living room, and there's a girl there that he's taking out
on a date.
On a date.
Okay.
So Monica walks out, and she goes all the way home, like home. And as she pulls up, her mom's leaving, and then her mom small talks with her for a little bit, and then just gets back in her car. And she goes, "It's just a game." And Monica's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, right. It's not about the game. We
Yeah.
won.
Her mom thinks that her bad mood is about basketball, and then just pulls away. Doesn't actually, talk to her. So Monica goes back to school, and she runs into Quincy, who was looking for her. He took the girl to Burger King for a cheap date.
A shitty date.
And he says it was the only way to make Monica notice him. And she apologizes for not kissing his ass like everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
And he says she should have broken curfew for him, which, no. Fuck you, dude. No.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Mm-hmm. So she says she needs to trust him, and he says she doesn't have enough time for him, so she wants to fix things up between them, but he says he's going pro, so there's really no point in fixing it.
God damn.
So they break up.
Cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
Very cold. Fourth quarter, 1993. We go to Barcelona, Spain. Monica's playing overseas for FC Barcelona.
No.
Yes. Football Club Barcelona.
I don't think it's football.
It's not.
Club.
It's I'm not coming up with it.
No.
No.
It's fine.
Clearly.
Is this where the locker room thing happens? Where she's in the locker room, taping her ankles or whatever, and the coach is giving this crazy speech, but he's
Spanish speech. Yeah,
speaking in Spanish. She doesn't know what he's saying, and she's
he's saying
ignoring it.
Yeah, he's saying something about this year, every year is the next year. Every year is the next year, but this year was last year's next year. It's this year. It's this year, and then pass the ball to Monica.
Yeah, that's what she's
He says, "Pass the ball to you."
leans over to the teammate, what did he say? Just pass the ball to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they start to walk out the tunnel, and Sidra's playing for the other team. She's playing for an Italian team, and I can't remember who it was. It looked familiar too.
Well, this is when I started to figure out where this movie is going. Oh, I see where this movie is going because it's her story. It's not Quincy's story.
Yeah.
And
You were
I'm like-
thinking it was always the guy's story.
Yeah.
Of course you were, you sexist.
no, I wasn't. I thought it was both of their stories, and then I was realizing like, oh, I know where this is going now for her.
Yeah.
Like based on the one player who says like, "There's nowhere to go. I have to go overseas, and it sucks."
Yeah. So they're playing in the IWBA championship, which is, if correct me if I'm wrong, the International Women's Basketball Association.
I guess.
It sounds right.
Sure.
And you get tip off, and then we go straight to after the game.
Dinner after the game.
Yep. Dinner after the game. Monica and Sidra are having dinner together. And
Which-
the championship trophy's on Monica's side, and I like
You have to
Yeah.
put that on the table while we eat. Yes.
I didn't think of this while I was watching it, but it was like listed as like a goof or whatever.
Mhm.
When they go to play each other and they first see each other, like, oh, it's you or whatever.
Yeah.
They've done no scouting. They have no idea who they're playing against that day.
If there's any other American in your league, you know about it.
Well, they're not. They're not in the same league because
Well, you would still know.
Monica's in Spain and Sidra's in Italy.
Oh, okay.
This is the two leagues coming together to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe that's why.
But again, so you're playing this championship game. There's
Yeah.
there's no film on who you're playing or
It's
anything.
also 1993. There's no internet.
And 1993 and women's basketball.
If there's an
Not a lot
American
of money in-
basketball player, you know that who they are.
Yeah. All right. Fine. So they start talking about life and playing overseas. Monica asks if Sidra ever thinks about going home, and she says that they're treated like stars here, and there's nothing that they'd be doing back home. Like there's nothing even close to what
There's
they'd
no
be doing.
league,
There's
and
no league. They'd
and
be like
even,
a librarian.
Even in the last few years, I want to say, was it Diana Taurasi who like skipped WNBA seasons and just played in Russia?
No.
Yes, she didn't play for the Phoenix Mercury for a couple seasons, and just played in Russia a couple
You
years
sure
ago.
about that?
I think so. I think Taurasi played in just Russia for a while, and
Oh.
said like the Russian league is more prestigious than the WNBA. Like I get treated like we ride in first class and we have limos and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that league treats us better than the WNBA does. Still, even in like 2014 or whatever,
Maybe.
which is crazy.
So yeah, like if they go back home, they'd be like librarians or something like that. They'd be working at a bookshop or something, and they don't want that. She wants to keep playing. And then we see Quincy on TV. He's a journeyman sub. Like he's been bumping around the NBA, but he's only a sub. He's like the 12th man off the bench. But he gets in for garbage time, and he goes up. He gets a steal and goes up for a dunk. When he comes down, he lands awkwardly, and it's real bad. So
Yeah, this is the part that I did remember was him getting hurt.
yeah, his parents see each other in the hospital for the first time for a while, and the mom says he tore his ACL. Bad injury to try to come back from. It seems like she's got a new man too, maybe. But Dad walks into Quincy's room to talk to him. Kind of gives him a nice speech about Quincy always being a better ball player than him and smarter than everybody else on the court. He could have done anything he wanted to, whether it was play basketball or do it, like be a doctor or anything like that. He could have done it. Quincy's still kind of pissed at him. Quincy asks him why he couldn't have been the man that his dad was always trying to make Quincy into. If that sentence makes sense to you.
All right, here it is. 2015, Taurasi announced he would sit out the WNBA season and play on a Russian Premier League team.
Okay, that was 8 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you meant recently. Like
No, I mean, like, she left the WNBA to
Okay.
just play in Russia, which she played overseas almost her entire career as well. That's what WNBA players have had to do.
I mean, there's a lot of players both in the WNBA and I will throw this to women's soccer as well,
yeah.
who will play in like
Both.
Australia or like Europe on their off season because there's money there too and they can't afford not to be playing.
They have to be
'Cause-
playing year round.
Yeah, because they don't get paid if they're not
They don't get
in
played,
season.
paid enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Tarazi's a 7-time Russian National League champion, 3-time Cup winner, 3-time Player of the Year in Russia, Turkish national champion. Played all over the place.
Yeah. But she also played in the WNBA for a lot of that, though, didn't she?
Yeah, but she did not play for a couple of years
Okay.
until 3 years. It looks like. Oh,
There must have
no,
been.
it was 1 year. She returned to the Mercury in 2016.
Okay.
I feel like at some point you just
Well,
want to be back in America.
Yeah. Anyway,
So Quincy says to his dad, "Why couldn't you have been the man that you were always trying to make me into?" And his dad just says, I just couldn't."
that's an unfair question though, because like you want your kids to be a better person than you.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, here's the thing: Quincy's not the greatest person in the.
no, he's not, because his dad's.
He's kind of a. Well, I mean, his dad's not great either, but he's kind of a stuck-up little prick the entire movie,
Well, his dad was on the Clippers and a big star.
and he's.
And he was on the Lakers. So.
Yeah. So let's see. In the morning, Monica comes to see him, and they joke around a little bit. He tells her he tried to call her a couple times, but she never answered the phone. And she kind of blames her crappy answering machine, but he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He asks when she's going back, and she says she doesn't think she will. Basketball just isn't fun for her anymore. And then Quincy's fiancée, Kira, walks in
What the hell?
and helps him back into bed.
Tyra Banks comes walking in.
Yeah, okay.
That's Tyra Banks.
Shit, where'd I go?
Is
I
Sarah
mean,
Banks?
Monica's no. She's not ugly by any means. She's a
No.
good-looking lady, but
Mhm.
Tyra fucking Banks walks
That's
in.
Tyra Banks.
That's Tyra Banks.
I didn't.
Well,
I
I
don't know how I
mean-
didn't see that.
He was a Laker.
She's
So,
the
he's an
character.
NBA player.
The character is a what did they say? The character is like a flight attendant. So it's
Oh.
not actually Tyra Banks, but it is Tyra Banks that plays this character.
Yeah, they just wanted a very, very gorgeous looking woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So Monica's absolutely stunned, but she congratulates them before leaving. She goes back home and gets into an argument with her mom about their differences. Monica tells her mom that she never stood up for herself. She was always like a doormat for her dad.
Her dad seems like the nicest guy.
He was
What-
a nice guy, but
right?
like, yeah, he was just like, he was a '90s dad. Like, here, iron both my. Where's my like?
yeah.
Where's the food?
I'm
Like,
sick. Yeah,
yeah.
there's that one scene where she says, "I'm sick," and then he's like, "Can you iron these shirts?" And she's like, "Sure."
Yeah,
Yeah, and he
It's
says
like-
like iron them both so I can have options or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was the good housewife, and he was
But
just
like,
the guy.
she could have just said, "I'm sick. I can't do it." But she didn't do that. The rest of the movie, her dad seems very nice.
Oh yeah, he seems like a
He even
very
gets her
nice-
the job at the bank.
Yes. Her mom stands up for herself here and says she was glad she didn't have her own business or dreams because she was able to be there at home. Like, one of her biggest memories is
Yeah.
that she was
Rough.
putting the pearls on her daughter on Monica's
Yeah.
neck the day of the dance.
That's her greatest memory.
That's one of her greatest memories. Like, really? Okay.
Really?
And then one of Monica's biggest memories was that she remembers the 2 games that her mom actually showed up to.
Which they show her showing up to more than 2
No,
games?
it was her
No.
sister Lena.
Oh,
Lena
okay.
was at all the games. And her mom's like, "Yeah, but you didn't need me for that stuff." And she was like, "No, I did need you. It did matter." Q starts physical therapy, and Monica gets a job at her dad's bank. Then she comes home from work one day, and Quincy comes over to talk to her because, he's actually working in the gym again. That's right. He asks her why. Oh, he says that she never gave him a real answer why ball isn't fun anymore for her, because he just wants to pick her brain because he tells her that it's not fun for him anymore. And it was only fun for him when he was trying to be better than his dad, but now that he doesn't want to be anything like his dad, he doesn't find it fun anymore.
He's also coming back from an ACL tear
Yeah, which is
in the
not-
90s,
And,
which
yeah, which
we
you did.
saw Bernard King basically do, but barely.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy, he came back at like 80%, but it was a struggle. He was out for like 2 years before he came back.
Yeah. He does tell her that he wants to go back to school, but he hasn't told his fiance, and he's kind of worried that
Tyra
she's
Banks is
gonna,
going to be upset.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. He wants to understand why she quit playing, because she loved basketball more than he ever did, more than anybody else he ever met. But she just kind of walks away from him. Monica's mom is talking to her about how she admired Monica's fight. She like never gave up in anything, and that when she said that Q could do better than his fiancée, she was talking about Monica herself. So
It's Tyra Banks, please.
yeah,
but
like
she probably can't play basketball at all.
she's probably an airhead too.
What are they going to play one-on-one for the rest of their life?
Yeah,
Yeah. You've seen him play strip basketball in this movie. Yes, that's what they're gonna do.
do we actually see his butt? I can't remember.
Yeah, we do, because
Okay.
We get some more.
he
butt.
loses on purpose, and then he waggles his dick in front of her.
Yeah, she's like, you lose. He's like, oh yeah, I lost.
Yeah, you're right. I lost.
She's like, no, she says, "Where's the D?" And she turns
Right
around.
here.
Like, it's
My D's right here.
so
Does that work?
You're married. You tell us.
I don't think so. Nope.
oh my gosh. So let's see. That night, she sneaks out of her room and she knocks on Quincy's window. He comes out and she tells him that the reason basketball isn't fun anymore, any fun for her anymore. What the fuck did I say? Isn't fun for her anymore is because he's not
Because you.
there with her. It's because of him.
It's your fault.
He obviously doesn't want to hear this because it's 2 weeks before his wedding. He's like, "What? God damn it! I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
I'm getting married to Tyra Banks.
In
Really?
2 weeks."
I've peaked. What are you doing? You're messing this up.
And then she says, "I'll play you for it." And he goes, "Play me for what? Your heart."
Heart.
Wow.
Boo, boo. That was
Rough line.
that was-
Cringe line.
that was bad. Yeah.
Cringe line.
He says he's moved on. She tells him that deep down,
What are you talking about? That's listed as like the line of the movie.
she
Is it?
One of them.
It's a cringe line.
she convinces him to go play her in one-on-one. She tells him that deep down, if he he wants her to beat him, and if he wins, she'll give him a wedding present. Otherwise, if she wins,
Yeah, she says basically,
Yeah.
I only ever beat you when you wanted me to win.
yeah. And you're gonna let me win this time.
Yeah.
So she goes up 3-0 real quick. He can't move for shit because he's got a torn
It
ACL.
appears that he cannot move.
He finally gets a block and then scores. So he takes off his knee brace. Then he hits 2 quick jump shots to tie it 3-3. She takes her shirt off and starts teeing him up real tight. But he gets a little loose and he hits a corner jump shot. And then he says, "Well, you're not talking anymore." And I thought that was kind of funny. Because it's 4-3. He goes for a layup and she strips the ball from him. She gets a jumper to tie it 4-4. And it's game point.
Okay.
He's gearing her up very close. She shakes him and gets around him. But she misses her layup. She is not clutch.
No,
She's not clutch.
Not clutch at
She's
all.
not a finisher.
He gets the ball, and she looks distraught when she sees him with the ball again. And he just starts backing her down. He drives down low, and he bodies her away from the hoop and then dunks it. And that's game.
Devastating.
Yep. He looks at her and says, "All's fair in love and basketball."
Oh.
She starts to walk away,
He said the thing again.
Yeah, twice in the movie.
2 times.
but hey, double or nothing.
Oh.
I want both of your hearts.
What are we actually betting here?
Nothing, because they know it's bullshit. So she walks over to him, they hug and they kiss, and Years later, we see. Is this the Staples Center? Because I assumed it was.
Yes.
Okay. Is hosting a Sparks game, and Monica.
Well, we think it's originally. You think
Yeah.
it's the Lakers.
You think it's the Lakers
because
playing?
he's on the Lakers, but it's not him.
Nope.
It's WNBA exists.
It's a Sparks game. Monica Wright McCall is in the starting five, and she looks over and she sees Quincy in the front row with their daughter.
She's playing with Lisa Leslie.
Playing with fucking Lisa Leslie. She's on my
She's a goat.
starting five.
She's a goat.
Yeah.
Lisa Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She dunked, right?
Mhm.
Lisa Leslie dunked.
Was she the one that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she dunked.
There was an era where the WNBA had all those double letter names. So Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops.
Yes.
There was another one. Oh, there was another one too. Another big name like that.
Who's the next lady? Rebecca Lobo. Rebecca
yeah.
Lobo.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
She's
she was very
popular.
good. Yep.
Cheryl Swoops was the 3-time champ though, right?
Yeah. Famous.
Cheryl.
So that was Love and Basketball.
There are two people I want to point out. I don't know if we did. Chick Hearn, Lakers announcer, super famous.
Yeah.
One of the revered announcers was in this movie. Also, uncredited. I don't know where he appears. Maybe you mentioned that I missed it. Kobe Bryant in this movie.
Somebody said he was in it. I don't remember him either. But
Kobe in the movie uncredited. I don't know if he's in the lot,
Maybe in the Lakers game.
in the Lakers scene or what.
Yeah,
But
maybe he gets subbed out during the Lakers.
he's
scene.
in there somewhere. Kobe's in there.
Tina Thompson. That was the other one I was thinking of.
Oh, Tina.
Tina. All right. All right. So
yeah.
where does that leave us? A quote mountain?
Yeah. You know my pick.
What was your pick again?
My-
This dick?
No,
Where's the D?
Where's the D?
that's a good one too.
Is that yours?
No, mine was the I'm not.
D.
I'm a lesbian. That was so funny to me.
That was funny. There's
'Cause
not a
the mom
lot of good lines. Not quotable lines in this.
Where's the D?
Does he have an answer though? I don't remember.
Yeah. Does he actually say something back to her?
If basketball is all you care about, why are you boning me? Why don't
Oh,
you
yeah.
bone Dick Vitale?
I kind of
like
laughed
that
at that.
Bone Dick Vitale. You're a PTP in the bedroom, baby.
He's a PTP.
Is he alive still? Is he still with us? Dick?
I think so.
I think so.
He's still alive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Diaper dandy.
It's a diaper dandy. Let's see some trivia.
Dickie
Anything
V.
good?
There's one thing I thought was interesting. Apparently, they wrote the early scene where she gets pushed and cuts her chin.
Yeah,
They wrote it into the movie because in real life she has a scar.
that makes sense. I was wondering why they did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There's a lot of goofs. A lot of random goofs. Nothing that, Produced by our guy Spike Lee.
Yeah, I like this. He wanted the female lead to have believable basketball skills, and when they finally got it down to two people, Sana Lathan, who eventually got it, and Naisha Butler, who was an actual basketball player for Georgia Tech. So he put Sana with a basketball coach for 2 months and Naisha with an acting coach, just to see which one would come out better.
Apparently, she says
Like
she
that.
didn't even know how to dribble going into this.
That's
Wow.
impressive then, because she looked pretty
Yeah.
decent.
There's a bunch of stuff with logos and Jordans that don't exist yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up Kobe Bryant in this movie, and I keep finding he was in this movie, but no picture,
We can't
no
find
no
where.
description of where.
Yeah.
It just says he was in it as himself, so it must have been.
In the Lakers.
Yeah.
But even so, that's... No, wait. Maybe he was in the crowd because they showed Magic. Maybe
Mm.
he
Oh,
was in
maybe.
the crowd during the Sparks game.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Because that seems way more likely that he would have been in the crowd for the Sparks game than instead
Maybe he
of playing
was,
basketball.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. All right, it's time for the most valuable player. Did we come up with a quote? Is it where's the D? What'd you say?
I like the I'm the lesbian one. I'm
All
a
right,
lesbian.
we'll go with that.
But like if you get all right, fine.
We'll go with that. Most valuable player of the movie is, it's got to be her, Monica, right?
Monica,
Oh, yeah.
right?
By far and away.
I don't know who else it would be.
Who won the eBay? That was
Well, I mean, maybe
Bill.
Pedro Serrano, just because he's Pedro Serrano.
Yeah, okay.
Bill. You
Now
won.
it's gonna be.
you
Yeah,
won
of
the
course I
eBay.
won.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good. What do you mean, of course you won?
It's 5
Kinda
to
bull-
5.
What kind of bullshit is that? It's 5-5. So it's Pedro Serrano. That's the player, or Monica.
No,
Monica.
Monica.
Monica is
yeah.
the
All right.
one.
Where does this rank? What kind of
Yeah,
score are you gonna give
that's
it?
Tough. Do you guys want me to go first since I can't be biased?
You're gonna give it a stupid high score.
No. I'd say better than that.
See, you're looking at other
Yeah,
movies.
it's unfair.
I'm gonna say flat 7.
7.3.
I'm gonna say flat 7.
I was gonna say a flat 7. I'll give me a 7.1.
1 equals
Just weird enough
3.
that Wally has to actually do the math.
7.1, which ties it with Talladega Nights. That's why I wanted to give it a little more
Okay,
because I thought this was better than Talladega Nights.
it's a whole different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
I don't know if it's better or not. I feel like
Yeah.
that's not a bad. I feel like
like
it's
a lot
I
of
feel like
things
it's
about this
rated
movie.
pretty
Fair.
good
Yeah,
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. It's decent. It's a decent movie. I thought it was gonna suck when I saw it was 2 hours and 4 minutes. I was not happy. But
I did not
yeah,
realize
it was
it was
fun.
that long. Yeah, my bad.
It was a fun one.
Oh no, where did all the movies go that I had picked out?
Give me a second. I want to take a look at something.
Okay.
No, that's not what I want. Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on,
What?
man.
What
on,
the
man.
hell?
What the heck?
What the hell?
What the heck?
Oops, wrong way. So, all right. Nope, that's still not what I want. Fucking hate. I hate so much Google Sheets. It is fucking awful.
Didn't you make the Google sheet?
No, like Google Sheets as a program. It's fucking awful.
Hmm.
So let's see. 7.1 ties it with Talladega Nights and Semi-Pro and Dodgeball.
Interesting, because it
We watched
doesn't fit.
Dodgeball.
In those.
Yeah, we did.
We did that
Forgot
early.
about that. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see.
All right.
So who's up next?
Bill's
Bill?
up. You have a
Bill's up
spin a
next?
wheel, make a deal.
I had a
Bill.
bunch of movies picked out, and apparently I exited out. So I have an idea. I'll just have to double check when we.
First, you
All
got to
right,
spin a
let me,
wheel, make a deal.
Yeah. Let me see
Yeah.
where the spinning wheel is. There it is.
Okay.
Let's and spin it. It's
Spin it.
spinning.
Spin it with whatever. I think I got something for all of them.
Now, do you guys think that Space Jam, Moneyball, Miracle, Goon are all 1.1 higher than this basketball movie?
Yes.
What were they?
You got Space Jam,
Yep.
Yes.
The Mighty Ducks,
Yep.
Mhm.
Moneyball,
Yep.
Miracle,
Yep.
and Goon.
Yes.
All better.
All a little bit better.
And Bill, you are choosing football.
Oh, football. I have not yet done a football.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. I
good.
thought it was going to be baseball.
Oh no, I did. I did Little Giants. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
It's been a while.
That's been
Been a
a
while.
Been a
Wow.
while. Let me just double check.
I love that that's our joke
It's
because
still going.
you know what's so dumb is that whenever somebody says it at work, I'll go,
You
"It's
still
been a
say-
while,"
You still say it?
and luckily no one has heard me yet because I'm pretty sure my friend Shaw would be like, "What the fuck are you doing over there?"
It's been a while, which we incorrectly for the first podcast, the last podcast we did, identified as a Creed song.
It's stained.
It's Stained.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
not
Stained.
Creed.
It's, yes, Aaron Lewis. of
for,
Stained.
for several years, we incorrectly identified
It's not
that
Scott Stapp.
it's not Scott Stapp.
Stained, Creed, they're both Christian
They're
bands,
all
aren't
the
they?
same. I don't think Stained was
All right,
Christian.
question
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
I
You
think
might
you're
be
right.
now.
I think you're right.
YouTube Primetime subscription is not YouTube TV, right?
YouTube Prime Time or Premium?
It says YouTube Primetime subscription,
I don't know what
but
that
it's
is.
like the original YouTube logo. It's not YouTube TV. Those are
No,
different, right?
that
Whoa,
would be
I'd have to
different.
look at YouTube TV to find
All
out.
right. So then, in that case, we're gonna have to watch it. I wanted to watch Varsity Blues, but apparently we still cannot do it.
That's a good choice.
And I
That
think
is
I
one
think
of your pillars.
I think 2 days ago it was available to watch.
That's one of your pillars.
But apparently now that we were about to hit August, it's
oh
gone.
my God! Hold on. Before you move on, let's see. Let's check your work there. Varsity Blues on YouTube TV.
No, he's looking at something else for YouTube TV.
No, I'm looking at Varsity Blues for YouTube TV.
Oh, okay.
It is available on YouTube,
Let me see.
but not YouTube TV,
It's
I
not,
believe.
It's not free on YouTube though. Or is it?
Well,
Oh.
it's not, but if that's what I'm curious if YouTube and YouTube TV are connected or not.
All right, Varsity Blues. Well, it's
That's a good choice, though, Bill. That's a good choice.
Oh, wait a minute.
I haven't watched
Wally,
that.
can you check real quick Paramount Plus?
I believe so. Paramount Plus.
I don't want your life.
I don't. Fire that freaking pigskin.
Oh, come on. Put the beer on your head.
For Varsity Blues?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Varsity
Fire
Blues.
that freaking pigskin.
That's not what they say.
It's not what he says at all.
It's not on there.
Yeah, I don't think it's available. I found one
Damn
website
it,
that said it's
all to
Paramount
hell.
Plus, but
Fire that fucking pigskin.
hold on to your nipples.
Are you going to do anything, Paramount Plus? Are you going
I
to
don't
be
think
a
it's
dick?
on there. It's not on there.
Varsity Blues.
I got another one if it's not.
It doesn't look like it's on.
Ha.
All right, then. We'll come back to that.
Want your life.
Instead, we will go to Hulu
Oh,
for the 1983 sport drama, All the Right Moves,
all the right
All
moves?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
right moves.
featuring
I have never even heard of this.
an actor
Who's
you may have
this?
heard of called Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tommy Boy.
We haven't seen him yet, have we?
Thank God, no.
No.
Thank God, no. I thought. Well,
I mean,
Ryan, you love him.
He's never made a bad movie. Can you name one Tom Cruise movie that's not batshit crazy, insane, and fun to watch? Or
The man is
good?
crazy himself.
This also
I don't
features
care.
Craig
His
T.
movies are
Nelson.
good.
Okay,
Also, the Mission
Tom Cruise and
Impossible
Craig T.
movies
Nelson.
Every single Mission Impossible movie is
is the same thing.
the same, but it's fun. Almost
It's like-
all of them are fun. Give me.
I'm sorry. I'm also not a big fan of like
all right. So
the Bond movies. Like it's the same fucking movie. It's the same
when
movie.
he wears a Wolf Blitzer mask in the 6th Mission Impossible movie and does a fake CNN broadcast, you tell me that shit's bad?
I did
Come
not,
on.
I did not watch. I've definitely watched the first 3 for sure.
Okay, 2 is a little shaky. 1 is good. 2 is a little shaky. But name a
2
Tom
is-
Cruise movie that's bad. He didn't really have bad movies, and the ones that are weird are so fun to watch.
You're
Here's-
challenging me to this. I'll find
Name
it.
So
a-
this
name a
one-
bad Tom Cruise
All
movie.
Tom
right,
Cruise, a
I'll find something.
football player,
Like
which is interesting.
unwatchable, I guess.
An ambitious young football star is trapped in a dying mill town unless his gridiron skills can win him a way out.
Oh, baby.
So Tom Cruise playing a high school football player.
Wow.
That's
This
what
How
we're
old
doing.
is this movie?
1983. It's older than we are.
Yeah,
That's
that's old.
old.
Oh, by
I've
the
never
way,
seen it. I've heard it's good.
So my work every Friday does like a theme for like everybody dressed up for this theme. This week's theme is the 1980s.
Hmm.
So my friend Sean goes, "Oh, I'll just dress up as Walter." I'm like, "You're a fucking asshole,
Wow.
you son of a bitch."
Wow.
All right, I will find The Last Samurai.
Good.
That's a good movie.
I
That's
thought
a
that
good
was a bad
movie.
That's a
oh,
good
no.
movie.
The
Okay, there's
Vanilla Sky's good.
There's like an alien movie that he did was bad.
the War of the Worlds. Yeah,
War
Oh,
of the
that's a
Worlds-
terrible
War of the
movie.
Worlds is not good.
That doesn't
Oblivion
count
is
because
weird,
that's-
but I
I
liked
think
it.
Oblivion's
remake,
fun.
though. He
Oblivion's-
did The Mummy. He did a movie, The Mummy.
I have not seen the new Mummy with him, but
I
I,
didn't
like
know
the
that.
other mummies.
I
but
haven't
they had
seen
Brendan Fraser, so they were great.
Mission Impossible since like 2 or 3.
All of them are
What
fun.
about Jack Reacher?
Oh, come on. Jack Reacher, the book, is supposed to be like a 7-foot tall, like former military police guy that everybody's afraid of. Now played by 5'2" Tom Cruise. Hilarious. It's hilarious.
What's Night and Day?
I think that's like a spy thing.
Of course it is. All his fucking movies are the same.
Yeah, well, they're all good. He's got a formula.
Is the one where he makes drinks a good movie?
Cocktail's fucking awesome. Have you never seen Cocktail?
I've never seen Cocktail. No.
It's what name?
Oh, he was in
name,
Goldmember.
Name a better movie
He was in
that
Goldmember.
someone is a bartender, also a slam poetry artist.
Minority Report.
Minority
good.
Report, I've never seen.
Solid. Not bad.
Top Gun 2,
War
I've
of the
never
Worlds
seen.
is bad.
Was Magnolia good?
Yes.
I
It's
don't-
classic.
Is Top
feel
Gun
like-
2 good?
Fuck yeah.
That I have no faith in.
Top Gun 2?
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. But
Here's
I've
my
got
review
no
of Top
faith to
Gun
see
2.
it.
Every time I was like, oh my God. Really?
What about this
They
movie
they
called
turn it
Born
around.
on the 4th of July?
That's
It's a
supposed to be
fucking
good. I've
great
never seen it.
movie. Tom Cruise has barely made any bad
now-
movies. There's maybe 2.
Are
Edge of
these
Tomorrow.
good
Is Edge of Tomorrow
movies?
good?
That
Edge of
just
Tomorrow's great.
happened to have him as a
Rock of Ages. It's not a great movie.
But he's fun in it, and it's like a train wreck.
What is he in that?
He's
I don't
like the
He's
main
the
singer
main
guy.
guy.
He is the main guy.
Yeah.
The
and
main,
he's-
not the main of the
he's-
movie, but the main,
movie
like,
sucks,
lead
but
singer.
he's good in it.
His best
Tropic
role,
Thunder?
I will say. I was gonna say his best
His
role
best role?
is Tropic Thunder.
No, get out of here. His best role. We're gonna have a lot of arguments about Tom Cruise next week. I think we need to put a pin in this argument.
Where
next
Magnolia, I hear, is good. I've never seen it. Eyes Wide Shut.
Where's Show Me the Money?
Eyes
Jerry
Wide
Maguire,
Shut
there
is
it
the only other one where I would be like, all right, Eyes Wide Shut isn't great.
Can I just, as someone who's not seen a lot of movies,
Yeah.
the limited amount of him I've seen, Stanley Kubrick is overrated.
Oof. That's a take. It's a take.
That's a hot take.
That's not a good movie.
Clockwork
I'll-
Orange,
I'll put
not
it
a great
at-
movie.
Which movie?
Eyes Wide Shut. I don't. Like
I don't
Eyes
think
Wide
I've seen
Shut.
that one.
It's
I've definitely
about
never seen it.
orgies and stuff.
I mean, I should probably see that one.
Nicole
Interview with the
Kidman.
Vampire. Is
I
that
should
good?
Definitely see that one.
Yeah, there's good
No,
things.
Interview
The
with
Firm?
That's
But
good.
he's not good in.
What
like,
about
he's
The
not,
Firm?
The Firm's good.
He's
A
not
Few
the-
Good Men is good.
You Good Men's real good.
Days
Like-
of Thunder is coming up at some point here.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to race you guys in wheelchairs. It's gonna be great on the podcast.
The Outsiders.
Oh, Rain Man. That's right.
Good.
Which you're also wearing.
Currently got a shirt.
Yeah. Except it's not the same Outsiders.
No.
Wait,
but-
he was in the NWO?
Yes.
Yes,
Tom was in
Tom
the
Cruise
NWO.
was in the
We know.
NWO.
I don't. He would have
The
been a lot
Outsiders.
smaller than Kevin Nash. I don't
Ben
remember
Ben
that.
Stiller was in the NWO. So. Why not
Color
Tom
of
Cruise?
Money.
Good.
Risky Business. I've never
Good.
seen. I've only seen the one
Like,
scene.
There's so many. He's has so many good movies. Like
see, I've
even
seen-
the ones that aren't the best, he's good in them.
I've seen Risky Business. I've seen Top
not.
Gun.
He is a human being. That's a whole nother.
I feel like
discussion.
I started watch Cocktail, and I was
Cocktail
like, this
is
is fucking
great.
dumb.
No, it's great.
Rain Man, where
Great.
Dennis Hoffman? Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin
Yeah,
Hoffman.
I
Dennis
could.
Hoffman?
Like when you said
know
Dennis,
that's-
I could think of.
It
I,
seems right,
that's
but
not
no.
right. But Dustin Hoffman carries that movie.
but he's good in it.
Cruise is good and it's a good movie.
Days of Thunder. I haven't
He
seen.
doesn't
Few
have
Good
like
Men.
a bunch of
Few
stinkers.
Good Men is good.
I mean, it's got the
He's-
one line.
He's got two
You can't
stinkers.
handle the truth. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Jerry Maguire's got the lines there too.
Yep.
Jerry
Interview
Maguire's
with a
good.
Vampire. He's not.
I've never seen
He's
it.
good. He's good in it. And Brad,
Okay.
Isn't that the one with Brad Pitt too? That was
Yeah.
good.
He's not the main vampire. so
No, but he's good in it.
That's-
It's fine. It's
that's-
a good movie.
He's better.
Jared Burns
when
also
he's not the
loves
main.
Tom Cruise.
He hasn't made any bad movies. He has two movies that are sort of bad. One's about orgies, so how bad could it be? And the other one's about aliens. Okay, War of the Worlds is. Meh.
It's
Last
very
Samurai,
bad,
I
and the
could've
girl in that
sworn-
movie is incredibly annoying.
Which
Okay.
movie?
War of the World.
Last
Oh
Samurai
god, that
fucking
was real bad.
slaps.
That's Dakota Fanning, by the way.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
very bad in that.
Yeah, that
She
movie's
was
not
big
great.
for a while too, though.
That
The
movie's
Mummy has to be
New
bad.
Mummy.
Yeah,
I
It
have
New
not-
Mummy
has to be. I've
bad.
never seen it,
Okay.
but
That's
I'm
gotta
just
be
gonna
bad.
say it's
I
bad.
haven't seen that one, but it's Tom Cruise fighting mummies. How bad could it be?
Can we just say
Bad.
It can't be that bad.
there are some movie franchises that should just stop?
Oh, yes.
Mission
like Mission
Impossible.
Impossible?
No, not that one.
Fast and the Furious. Fuck all of those movies except
Oh,
for
my
the first
Last
one.
one I
God.
saw was 2.
Except
So
for the first one.
It's all about family.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
that's true.
I just gave myself a headache.
In
It's all
the
about family.
Dungeon Dragon podcast I listened to, one of the characters' name was Tom Doretto, and he always talked like this, and it was very funny.
Which one do you listen to again?
Nerd Poker.
Okay, I'm listening to one called Dum Dums and Dragons.
Okay.
And that's actually they're very good. I realize it's the exact campaign that I played for my first one, but it's still fun.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna fight more about Tom Cruise next week.
We sure
Yeah.
are. But
I'll
this
just-
is Tom Cruise playing a high school football player.
What was the name of this one again?
All the Right Moves. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
IMDb page.
Because it's like his first movie.
It's not, but it's
Close.
it's close. It's like his fourth or fifth movie, I think.
Yeah, it's up.
All right.
It's
early.
after Risky Business, but the same year. He has 3 movies in 1983. He's got The Outsiders, Risky Business, and All the Right Moves.
That's
The
a hell of a
Outsiders is
year.
supposed to be like a really good movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I've never seen it.
I keep confusing it with
He's
The
got a couple
Warriors.
earlier ones that are rated 4.9. when
Okay,
he
but
was
those are like his first
little.
movies
Yep.
ever. Like, that's unfair.
Yeah, he started. His first one was 81. This is 83, so he's coming into his own at this
This
point.
dude has made maybe 2 bad movies since he's been on top.
Are you a Scientologist?
He is.
I'm saying his movies are good. Him as a human,
He is fully drank
not
the Kool-Aid.
not the greatest. I don't want to do all those tests. You have to do like a 400-page questionnaire to get in.
You do.
It's not
You
great.
sure do.
Yeah, a guy gave me a questionnaire one day. This is
Did
a
he?
weird way to end this show.
I have a story, but we can end it. if
Wait,
you
wait,
want.
wait. You've taken to Scientology.
No, I didn't take it. A guy walked by on the street, and I was like, coming back from lunch, and he just gave me this giant fucking thing.
Packet?
About Scientology. He
Where?
was like, have a good day. Right outside my office.
In Troy?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That makes
Right
sense.
outside my office, and I just got it, and I was like, and I just gave it to another person that I work with, and I was like, here, can you fill this out for me? Which is probably way too early to do that to somebody in a new office, but
Why didn't you
You
just
just-
throw it out?
you just gave me a Scientology questionnaire.
Yeah, why didn't you just throw it out?
Because it was funnier to me to give it to somebody.
All right, let's
All right.
cut this off.
All right. We're done. Tom Cruise next week. Peace out.
See ya.